I just have some tips for evaluating your prescription needs. When you're on Samaritan's Ministries, they will not reimburse you for prescriptions for maintenance, like maintenance medications or medications for prior needs, or I'm sorry, pre-existing conditions. What they will do is if you have a new need, and they will cover up to 120 days worth of medication for that new need. The exception to that is if you're diagnosed with cancer, they cover certain medications, and they've got all the parameters listed on their website, what they cover, as long as that need's not pre-existing. Okay, so the tips I have is to either log into your online portal for wherever you get your prescriptions and print yourself an expense report. That'll show you all the medications you have. I would do it for the past year. And then especially any medications that you take regularly, I would just look on, say, the GoodRx the free coupon website, and just see how much those are going to cost. If that's, just kind of look at your price difference from what you paid with insurance versus what it's going to pay you out of pocket. And if that's acceptable, then you can just mark that kind of off your list of, okay, I'm okay paying, cash for my prescriptions, so I can evaluate the rest of Samaritan's Ministries health share guidelines are. Now, if you have brand name medications that you take, those can definitely be cost prohibitive. You can go to the website of whatever medication you take and look around and see if they offer discounted rates for uninsured folks. A lot of times, if they do offer that, there are income caps, which can be very disheartening especially if you're right at the limit. Anyhow, if you do not find discounts on the website of your particular medication, if you can figure out who the manufacturer is, you can go to the manufacturer's website, and sometimes they have their discounted programs on there for uninsured people. So that's just another thing to look at. Sometimes you just can't find a discount, and then that's when you could turn to look at online. Pharmacies do offer discounts for certain medications. You can check that out. Just doing a lot of research to see if there's a way that you can get a discount. If there's not, can you budget for that amount for that medication? The alternative is to have it reevaluated with your doctor. I mean, if you want to stay on that medication, or if that medication is just great for you, then that's what you got to do. But those are just some of my tips for prescriptions. And I should add, there are plenty of, especially the big chain pharmacy. I know Kroger has a prescription savings club. I don't know what the other pharmacies call it, but I know Walgreens has something. And other ones probably do too. You just have to ask, and a lot of times they can either provide you with a list, or you can go online and just kind of put in your medication on different options and see what pharmacy would be the best price for your medications. I do not recommend going to a bunch of different pharmacies for all your medications. Pharmacists especially do not recommend that, as they can, if it's one pharmacy, when they fill your medication, they make sure you're not taking something else that's going to interact with that. And if you are seeing multiple specialists, sometimes different ones can prescribe you different things, and that can happen where somebody will prescribe something and they don't realize you're on something else, and that would be bad. So for that reason, try to stick with one pharmacy, but you can change everything over to another pharmacy if you find one that fits your needs better. I recently reviewed all of the prescriptions that my entire family used this past year. I simply logged into my Kroger pharmacy account and ran expense reports for each of my children and myself and my husband. And that just was super easy to get the numbers, and it also showed if I used the Kroger RX Savings Club or the Free Good RX coupons. Which, as you can see, I mostly used the Kroger RX Savings Club because it was a better deal. So we pay $72 a year to use that, and that can be up to 6 members can be on one Kroger Family Savings Club plan. Alright, so I mentioned in a previous clip about my maintenance medications, so I won't go over that again. But for a full year of my maintenance medications is $225. My eldest son is now the only other person in our family that takes something regularly, and it is generic Singulair. He just started taking that regularly for some sinus issues, and that is actually, if you are a member of the Kroger RX Savings Club, it is included. It is free. There's no extra charge on top of that. So that is amazing. Another thing is the flu vaccine. My husband pretty much had to get it in order to work at a specific place. And using the RX Savings Club, it was $19.93. Many places, at least the big chain stores, will allow non-insured folks to get it for $30, just a FYI. Then we are going to go down, okay, and then I also realized that myself and 3 of my children only had other prescriptions due to a bacterial infection once this past year. And my youngest daughter, she had basically a cold that morphed into either a sinus infection or just some sort of bacterial infection twice. So I was kind of surprised that that's all that we had for prescriptions, but that was good. All right, so then let me see if I can make this thing go down. Okay, here we go. So I added everything up. I added my maintenance medications. I added the $72 for the Kroger Savings Club, and also I added the amount for all of our other prescriptions, and the grand total was $621.11. So I just divided that out, and for this next year, I'm just going to budget $51 a month, basically, for medications, and that way we'll have the money when we need medications. Of course, it could be more, it could be less, but that's a really good baseline for us. And then also I wanted to point out, I've had prescription insurance in the past where the copay is $25 a prescription. As you can see, almost all of the prescriptions that we had were $25 or under. There's one eye drop that is more than $25, and my medication for my high blood pressure, that's actually a 3-month supply, so that's way less than $25. So for us, we don't even miss the prescription medication aspect of traditional insurance. Please like and subscribe to this video to be notified when a new informative video is available.